Volunteering is a challenging but a rewarding experience. Our volunteers assisted with mostly infrastructure type of programs, such as cement making, building walls or basic steelworks. But something that myself and my co-leaders tried to always remind our participants was our motto of engage, educate and empower.
I have to say that my most favourable experience of the trip was a sense of community. Although these people lacked in financial and material wealth, they had an abundance of richness and community spirit and engagement, and it was hard to find a person there that was not smiling. I especially loved the children who would flock to us daily for love and attention, and of course to get lots of cuddles in return. Upon reflection of my journey, I came to understand how powerful my original choice of word was. This word is an agent for change and an instrument for healing. For it is in the power of yes that I began my journey with GK. It is in the power of yes that I choose to continue to support GK, and it is in the power of yes that I choose to take the lessons learned from this journey to nourish and sustain my future goals.
Kalinga Sabayan, which means giving care to the nation. It gave all of us experienced volunteers the opportunity to choose an aspect of GK, a holistic aspect of GK, to volunteer for 5 days. Island greening involved planting trees, cleaning beaches, just to show that we weren't there just to build houses and make a mess of things. In the process, we were there to improve the lives and improve the environment of the people of Bantayan Island. The other activities that you can experience in Bayani Challenge that they normally do have, I guess, would be Kalinga Nights, which are nightly talks, concerts, presentations that they have every single night. We also had the Master Cucinero, or I guess in Australia they call him Master Chef, which fortunately the Australian team won. So that was pretty amazing. And of course the Bayanihan race, or the amazing race now, which I was happened to be involved in.
Cambodia tour tends to be a smaller group that goes over there. A couple of reasons is that the village is smaller and there's only one village over there. The big difference is the team dynamics changes when you have so many people. For example, Philippines this year there was 50, Philippines last year there was 80. You get a really big difference in terms of team dynamics compared to Cambodia, who had 8 people last year and 16 people. Sorry, 8 people in 010 and 16 people in 11. So, long answer short, the team dynamics really changes, which means how you interact with the villagers and how you build the villages and with each other really changes quite a lot.
And we went to Payatas, which is in the north of Manila near Smoky Mountain. And we did everything from building the foundations to painting the houses. So we did pretty much almost 2 houses, about 3/4 of the way, both of them. We've been doing the program for 7 years, and we've taken over 150 students through now. So we do it 3 times a year. My village finished actually after we had done it. So the years afterwards, go to Caloocan City, and what you find is actually everyone remembers everyone. And you establish a really good relationship with the community, where you have people's brothers going through 3 years later, and you have that sort of long-term connection.
I went to Garrivik village in Port Moresby, and we built a fence there in our Garrivik village, and also we did a lot of hunting and fishing and stuff like that, stuff very cultural to PMGs. There was 5 of us who went. The best experience would probably be actually hunting with my uncle, Uncle Dixon. He actually went with me inside to the bush, and he showed me how to hunt it like traditionally.
The essence of it is this personal volunteerism that is organised in a way that builds change, not just within the individuals, but within whole communities. And what has been interesting about the summit and what has come from that is that all of a sudden, where GK was seen principally as a Philippines-based model, it is now starting to be seen as a universal template for building better societies, not just relieving poverty, but building communities and in countries that people are proud of.
I've been involved with GK for about 6 years. years now. I was introduced to it by a lady by the name of Karina Velasco, who you would have met at the registration table. So she told me about GK on the train, and I went on a trip in 2007, and I guess I've never looked back. Today, Siganthi and I are just going to touch on GK Australia, the organisation and its new structure. So for those of you who've been involved with GK for a while, you'll know that there have been some pretty big changes recently. There is now a new organisation, GK Australia.
I didn't get involved a few years ago. I heard about it through my son's school, St. Aloysius, which does immersion trips to the Philippines. We attended the summit in Singapore, and then we became, I guess, a bit more involved with GK here in Australia. So my role is to talk about the rest of the structure. And the reason we're spending so much time talking about the structure is because that we believe that Go Akalinga Australia is an opportunity for us to achieve something unique in Australia. But at the same time, we're very conscious that GK in Australia is a volunteer organisation run and staffed by volunteers.
My first GK experience was in 2004, and they promoted Y-Guides. And because we didn't have enough money to go, that's when we started selling chocolates, we did events, we did fundraising, and that's how we created awareness for GK. And the photos that you see there are all about my experience in GK and how the people, especially the volunteers there, and the people, like the full-time workers that would work 24 hours for GK, has made an impact.